So, Betty, now that I'm a mom,
Yes, Mom.
I've been thinking about what is the kind of ideal sexual development? If you could create the best case scenario for every person in the world, how would it start and what would it include?
Well, I just so happen to have some ideas on that.
You do.
I do. In terms of my own mother and my own experience, because I was convinced I was genitally deformed. And later on, when my mother and I talked about this, she said, Betty Ann, I always wondered when I was changing your diaper if those extra pieces of skin, if they were normal. If they were normal. So I'm being diapered, and my mother is going, is this normal? And so her thoughts are transferred to me.
I always make sure when I change Grayson's diaper to think something positive, and sometimes I'll look at his penis and say, "What a beautiful penis."
Oh, they're so cute.
And
They're
I try
adorable.
never to judge or come at him. Like, I don't want to change his diaper even when I'm mad or I'm upset. I want it to be a positive experience.
Yeah, so you don't want to have this. You're in a hurry.
Yeah, no.
All right, so it starts with our sexual health begins with a sex positive mother, or even more beta, an orgasmic mother.
Yeah.
It's just as basic
It's
as
so
that.
different.
If you got a mom who doesn't like sex and she's not having orgasms and it's an ordeal, her attitude towards your genitals will get conveyed psychically.
I agree, 100%.
Then that's the first stage. So the second phase would be when the child discovers their own genitals and they're going, ooh. I know my nephew said that his baby would take a hold of his penis and pull it way up and then snap and it'd go back and
That's so sweet, though. Grayson will get little boners in the bathtub when he's playing with his toys, and I just look at her. It's so sweet, and he touches it, and I just smile at him.
it is adorable.
It's so sweet.
So here we are. Parental attitude, and then the child discovers their own genitals, and then they want to touch it, and then maybe when they're really little, I don't know, they don't notice it, but it's that first message when puberty hits,
Oh,
and the kid is now masturbating or humping a teddy bear or going for it, and then the parent or the caregiver goes, don't touch yourself there, and you get
you
smacked.
have to accept the fact that your child's a sexual being. And now they're getting ready to really become a sexual being and move into their sexuality and really express it.
So if you're a mother that got raised in this sex negative culture of ours, and that you go into the world with no information, no birth control, and that your masturbation has been curtailed, and now you're a teen or an early 20 and you have your first sexual experience, which is a boy can't wait to get his penis inside that warm, moist.
So how should it start then? So you hit puberty and you're masturbating, and as a parent you want to support that. You don't want to give them negative messages, and you should be doing manual with your hands.
Well, then it would be ideal. It's not. It's not.
But no,
happening.
we're talking about the ideal.
Okay, ideally that the kids would actually share masturbation.
So the first time you're having a sexual experience with another person,
yes,
that's what you're talking about.
yeah, your first sexual experience with another person would be taking turns looking and exploring, which is
Yeah.
what I did in the car with Bob when I was in high school. Now I didn't touch him, that was the one-sided
The
thing,
taboo.
the taboo. But he did me, and I was having I was learning how to have orgasms from somebody else's touch,
Which is a very important lesson.
besides my own, right? So it's like then, but what's happening today is that these young girls have not masturbated; they have no idea what an orgasm is, and then their first their first sex was with a boy who's a nervous wreck. Can you imagine what that's like?
Trying to figure out how to put a condom on. She's not aroused. They're not good at it. They don't have any skills yet.
No,
It's a
it's
hard.
mortifying. It's embarrassing. It's painful for her. Nothing happens to he ejaculates, but it certainly wasn't
quickly.
pleasurable.
No.
And so I would say the first time partner sex for most kids is a disaster, and that's a terrible way to begin a sex life.
Because it's
Terrible.
also the beginning of your interactions with other people and sharing your
Exactly.
sexual self, and that
Yeah.
goes back to
Yeah.
self-esteem
Yeah.
and body image.
Yeah.
So I agree. Hold off and do manual first for a long time, and then you can try manual on each other, like Bob did with you, and
Yeah.
then you can move into oral sex. But you made an important point. You said, and then you talk birth control before you even think about having intercourse.
That has to come first.
Yeah.
And you know, and we know this because we both had unwanted pregnancies. In the heat of the moment, you've got these young, healthy bodies.
The
that
hormones
are just,
take over.
Oh,
You know?
it's like, go ahead, put it in, and you think, maybe I'll get by with it. It's just like,
You won't get by with it.
no,
You won't
No.
get by with it. You will get pregnant because you are super fertile, an opportunistic ovulator. Life is made for 16-year-olds to get pregnant. Like, that's
it's right at the time. Right at the time. Well, we were fortunate. I didn't have intercourse until I was 20, actually. 20.
that which is seen as older now. I mean, that's.
Oh, they would laugh at me. They
And I think for me, I mean, I would want for my child, for Grayson, and if I had a girl, I wouldn't want them to even try intercourse until kind of midway through college. Really, enjoy yourself, masturbate, because all the intercourse I had in my teens and 20s wasn't satisfying.
the desire for penetration is so strong. I had it. The young boys have it. Hold off on that. There are so many other things we can do first. So many other things. So don't be in such a hurry. And please, don't let that be your first time.
No.
It's not a good first time. The first time should be manual, maybe oral, and then much later on, vaginal for young girls and boys. It's all about pleasure. And the best pleasure is going to be masturbation. Consistent.